Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to be showing you 2 subscription boxes that I got for Christmas as presents. So grab a cup of tea and let's get to it. So it's actually a couple of days before Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, if you will, not to be confused with yesterday, which was Christmas Eve. But I always open my presents early because Christmas, it's not a thing for us here at home. But my wonderful husband and my mum bought me subscription boxes, witchy subscription boxes, and I thought it'd be really nice to show you what was inside. This isn't an unboxing video because I have actually already opened these boxes and had a look through, couldn't wait. And plus I've had a bug for the past few days and they cheered me up, so why not? But I thought it'd be really nice to show you what was in them, big up a small company, you know, how it should be. So why not join me now? Come with me now.
Come with us now on a journey through time and space.
So the first box is this one. This is Witches, Warlocks and Warriors. And this was given to me by my husband. No, this was from my mum. It's so nice to have supportive husband and mother. It's so nice because my mum's actually Catholic. She always thought, you know, witchcraft was evil and Satanism and everything, and it's been really nice to move in with her and find that I haven't got to hide my practice, and she's been really supportive, so thanks for that, Mom. But I thought it'd be really nice to show you what came in here because this is such a nice box. Now both of these boxes and all the information and everything will be down below. Not sponsored at all. I just thought it'd be nice to support 2 small businesses and show you what I got. So it comes with this really gorgeous piece of artwork. This is the cheat sheet that tells you everything that's in here. Now I'm not Wiccan, but I believe both of these boxes are Wiccan. This one definitely is because it says here, in the Wiccan belief. I'm not Wiccan, but I thought it'd be really nice to show you what I got. So the first thing is this absolutely beautiful incense burner. It says Yule 2020. It's in a lovely like earth colour, and then on the front it's got a stag. I live on a place called the Chase, which is basically used to be the royal hunting ground, and it's this huge forest it's humongous, and I live right in the middle of it, so stags and things like that are always a big part of everything around us, so it was really nice to see that on here. It's beautiful and it's nice deep insert. Most of these sorts of burners that I've seen have been for oils. This is for loose herbs, which is really nice. It's nice to have that. I am going to be setting up my first altar. I've never really had an altar, but I want to turn this, see the top of this bookcase, I want to turn that into my altar. I will do that in a video in future, so this is going to be really nice on there. Isn't it gorgeous? And then to go in there is this beautiful incense. So let's have a look. So Yule incense, expertly blended without intention to use this. So use this loose incense in your own meaningful way. I love using incense to cleanse the energy in the home. I don't like using sage, and because why do we? I'm not going to get into that right now. If you'd like me to do a video as to why I don't like using that, but this is beautiful. It's full of like berries and things. It's really nice, really lovely smell. I can't wait to use some of that in this incense. And also they gave me a little tea light. How kind is that? A little tea light. So that's really nice, like little grouping that go well together. I'm just going to pop everything on here so you can see it in the background. Then we have a little spell jar. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the wax seal that's on the top. I just think it's so well done. So this spell bottle is expertly blended using seasonal herbs of juniper berries, orange peel and rosemary, and uniquely hand sealed in wax. Use this spell in your winter offerings or as a complement to your rituals. Add your own intentions to create the desired effect of your spell. Isn't that gorgeous? I love things like this, just to use as not decoration isn't the right word, but to just like have around me to fill my life with magical intentions. And I talked about this recently, I think, in a video, or I'm going to do a video about it. I can't remember if I've actually recorded it or not, about bringing magic into the everyday, into the mundane. And that is really, really important to me. So having things like this around to remind me to just live that magical life, not just occasionally have that magic in your life. It's just a really lovely reminder. So I really, really like that. And then in here we have Titanium Aura Crystal. I've always seen Titanium Aura, but I've never actually held any. And obviously this hasn't been cleansed or anything yet. But isn't that gorgeous? It looks like an oil slick. It is beautiful, and it's a nice size as well. I hope my aura looks this colour, because that's how I want my aura to look. Just lots of bright colours and cheerful and happy, you know. Beautiful, beautiful crystal. I need to do some more research into that one, but it says, use this crystal to enhance your personal inner strength during the long, dreary, dark nights of winter. Often used to detoxify inner stress and to recharge your positive energies. I try to practice mindfulness every day. If you follow my blog, which is linked down, what is going on with my fringe? If you follow my blog, it's called Blooming Mindfulness, and I made that because living a mindful life is so, so important to me, and has had such a big impact on my anxiety disorder and on living like with stress every day. It's been incredible to just see something that says, use this to detoxify stress, and think, I don't feel stressed with an anxiety disorder. That is living mindfully. It's amazing. I'm so grateful for it. Thank you. And we last of all have a spell candle. So this is a beeswax candle. Isn't it gorgeous? It's already been dressed with, I think it says rosemary, rolled and dressed in rosemary, and isn't that gorgeous? So I'm really excited. I have a green candle as well that's made in beeswax that I got out of another subscription box a while back, and I do want to like learn more about candle magic, so it's really cool to start collecting different colours from these sorts of things. It's really cool, but I love the artwork. I'm definitely going to put it up behind me here so that I can always remember this. But isn't that gorgeous? I love that so much. And that's the first box. So that's called Witches, Warlocks and Warriors. I did get an email that said they are pausing their subscription boxes, but they will be selling items still on their website. Just because of COVID and shipping costs and the difficulty getting hold of items, I think they're pausing the subscription boxes. But make sure that you follow their link anyway, because they need your support, especially if they've made this decision. It won't have been easy to make, so go and support them if you can. And I think they're England based as well, so important to support that, because there aren't many British based subscription boxes. I watch a lot of people in America, a lot of American YouTubers who always seem to be unboxing some different subscription box, but there doesn't seem to be that many UK based, so very good. And then the second box is called Witches Herbal Apothecary, A Journey Through Magical Herbalism. And this is a magical tea box. You heard me right, magical tea box. And this is jam-packed with stuff. I love it. I love it. So it comes with a few pages of information about the items, which is really, really cool, and a little bit more information about the different teas that you get, which is really, really awesome. I love that. I love having as much information as possible. My old spiritual teacher, Linda, she always used to call me her reporter or her investigator, because I was always like, oh, can I look that up? Why do I read about this? Because I find having as much information as possible to be incredible. This box is so jam-packed. I was just like, when my husband gave it to me, I was just like, oh my goodness. So first of all we have a mask. Isn't that cool? Might look a bit scary. I'm very like soft Hufflepuffy, and having something black on my face feels very strange, but I like it nonetheless. It's very nice. It fits the face well. It's a good mask. what more can I say? And then they've given you a mug. I mean, how could you have a tea subscription box without giving you a mug? And this is really cool. It's just plain black. Again, I'm not a huge fan of black. I used to be a goth. Now I'm just a soft Hufflepuff. But it has the pentagram on it. It's just really nice. Really nice, just simple mug. Very good. I love mugs. I have a lot of mugs, but they're all like packed away in storage, so it'd be nice to have an extra mug that I can use. They also have given you tons and tons of these little tea bags so that you can add your tea into them. I do have some like reusable tea bags. They're made of metal, I think, if I remember right, and they're really nice, but they're a good option too. This little spoon, it has a snowman on it. Very cute for spooning out your tea. I like that. I like it a lot. It looks like you don't need a lot of this mixture. I'm used to using loose tea, but the one that I get from Tea Spectral usually, which I'll leave a link to them down below, you need quite a lot of that tea to get all the bits in. But it looks like you don't need a lot because it does say a flat spoon and it's not a very deep spoon. So that's quite interesting. I'm looking forward to that. And then we get to the good bit, the tea. So you get 3 tea blends. So this one is called Yule Blend. I love the artwork on here. It's very Brian Froud, if you're a Froud fan. Beautiful. It looks so like grounding and earthy. Just a beautiful tea blend. There isn't a lot of information on here. So what this one says is this is an evening tea. Yuletide Witches Tea Blend Icelandic moss is blended with mistletoe leaf, cinnamon, clove and sencha. Doesn't that sound gorgeous? So just a very grounding tea, which is so nice. I think it's really good to have like grounding teas in the evening to sit and watch the rain fall onto your window. How lovely is that? So that looks absolutely yumptious. And then we have Broom Fuel, which is so fun. It makes me think of Harry Potter because I always think of those Nimbus 2000s and things like that needing fuel, which is ridiculous. But this is a matcha blend and I'm not a fan of matcha. I will give it a go, but I'm not sure. Morning Matcha Blend. The finest Japanese matcha is blended with yerba mate, ginkgo biloba and raspberry, licorice root and moringa to ease you into the best possible start of your day. I'm not a fan of matcha. I will give it a whirl because everything else sounds yummy, and it might be that it takes away that horrible, like you're drinking grass kind of thing that matcha tends to have. I'm not a big fan of matcha. Let me know down below, do you like matcha? I feel like you either love matcha or you hate it. It's one of those things. But I love this, and I love that each of them are in like a measured thing. That's quite cool. But it might be very powdery. Not sure how I feel about this one, but still excited to try it. And then finally we have Burn Calories, Not Witches. Genius. Absolutely genius. So this is, and this says for the new year. Burn Calories, Not Witches. Cinnamon is blended with sencha, clove, rose petals and dandelion to help you get back in shape in the most healthy way. How lovely is that? And it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm quite excited to try that in the new year. Give it a whirl. Burn Calories, Not Witches. I love that. So that's everything that came in these boxes, and I love that there's so much information with this one. I mean, on the other one it just comes like a little paragraph for each, but this has a lot more information. It even has like a little poem for the season. I must say, out of the 2 boxes, I think I prefer this one, but it might be because there's tea involved and there seems to be more in it, but I don't know if it was more expensive, because I don't know how much this was. I don't know how much either of them were because they were presents. But you'll be able to see, compare and contrast, see what you think. I love this. I love the information. The downside is it comes from a Wiccan perspective, but it seems to be that, you know, it's hard to find information about witchcraft these days that isn't Wiccan based, which is a shame because not all witches are Wiccan. I do wish that it was more general. Then you can like hone down your interests. But those were the 2 boxes. There's all the things behind me. Let me know down below what you thought of these boxes, which one you would consider getting if you already have gotten either of these boxes. I'm not a big one for signing up to get them for like the year subscription boxes, but I think they're really nice to get for like special occasions, like maybe for someone's birthday or for Christmas, that sort of thing. So I was really thankful to get these. I was the one who told them both about these boxes, I must be honest. I think I saw them on Instagram and we just sent them sent them to my husband, and he must have organised it all. But just incredible boxes. I'm so thankful to have these new things to work with, these new ways of working with teas and working with intention and herbs. Very cool. I just love these boxes and I wanted to share them with you. I really hope that you had a nice Christmas. I hope that you managed to have a blessed Yule, and yeah, that you've just had a nice time over the last week. I know this year's Yule, Christmas, whatever you celebrate, seems very strange. It's very difficult for a lot of people who are separated from their families, but that's why I thought I'd bring out this video for you on Christmas Day. I was going to have the day off, and then I thought, no, there might be people who are on their own and need a bit of cheering up, something to watch, so here I am. Aren't you lucky? I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to head down there and leave it a cheeky little like, so I know that you enjoyed it and I can bring more like this to my channel in future. I love doing unboxings and reviews and things like that. I try not to do too many because I know that it's easy to fall into materialism, but I do love trying things out, and I do try and do reviews quite often here on the channel. So if you enjoy things like this, like unboxings and reviews and things like that, as well as general spirituality, vintage fashion, lookbooks, that sort of thing, disability awareness, and you like my face, don't forget to head down there and hit that little subscribe button. I would absolutely love to have you come and join the family here. You're more than welcome to join in and become part of the squad and become a butterfly, get your wings. I would love to see you here. I'm creeping up to 1,000 subscribers, and I really hope that I will get there before my birthday in March. So if you're not yet subscribed, click that little subscribe button, ring that little bell, so you always know when I upload. I'm here Mondays and Fridays. My health permitting, I always try my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you had a lovely holiday season. No matter what you got up to, I hope you managed to have the best time. Tell me what your favourite Christmas film is down there. Kick up your feet, grab a cup of tea, check out this playlist I put together for you. And I hope that you just continue to have a wonderful day today. Take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye. Mwah. Happy Christmas!